Hey everybody, I am on for a midweek message reveal 7/27. How is everybody doing? Hope you're having a good week and that you are managing to even out this kind of whack energy that's going on. We have lots of things energetically happening as we have all the time, but what's especially interesting is we've opened what's called the Lionsgate Portal. That opened yesterday. It's an energetic portal that really reaches a peak on 8/8, connecting highly to Leo season, which we are in now, which is a fantastic fiery energy, fire sign. Leos are all about being courageous, being seen, claiming what's yours and not asking permission, taking what's yours, standing in your power. There's a lot of just like yellow golden energy that's just very royal and regal. And there's a lot of look at me, see me, I am who I am. And that can be kind of daunting at times, especially when you're living like how we're living in these days. It sounds very ominous, but I mean, we can't ignore the state of our existence. It's kind of crazy. So that also is one thing that's affecting us. We also have the new moon, which is on the 28th, also in Leo. That is another expansive sort of opportunity to bring in more manifestation, more connection to abundance, really allowing yourself to pull from this really rich energetic field with the moon. And that's when we are looking to bring things into existence, where the full moon is when we're looking to release. So there's that. And then we also have solar flares, which is a cosmic phenomenon that affects the electromagnetic waves, which affects us and our electromagnetic field, and also affects the lunar cycles with tides and things like that. So if you're feeling kind of foggy in the brain, sluggish, having kind of like some fatigue, almost feeling like you're kind of dehydrated, one of those like weird sort of squeezy headaches, maybe even some dry eye or some pain in the eyes, just feeling just overexerted, but you didn't really do anything, wired and tired, then you are sensitive to solar flares. So I feel you. So take a nap. That's first rule of advice. All right, I'm going to jump in the cards. All right, for group one, if you picked one, your card is Guardian. Guard your energy. Okay, so this is a 19, which is a 1. Big manifestation opportunities here, 1. You look at the energy that's just coming from the throat, and also, not surprisingly, connection to the solar plexus, and also the moon phases, like we were just talking about. So when we're in a spot where we can really manifest, it's awesome because you can draw to you whatever it is that you want. But the downside to that is that you can draw to you whatever it is that you want. And sometimes you don't know what you want. So if you're not sure what that is, this is the time to kind of clarify, or at least start focusing with intention on something that you do want to bring in an effort to kind of make sure that you don't kind of go AWOL and just bring whatever you want when you're having a fleeting thought. That's not to say that you should be freaking out and thinking that you're such a manifester that if you think about, a car crash, that's going to happen. That's not what I'm saying. It's more speak into existence the things that you want. Use your voice. There's activation here that's happening. I'm feeling a lot of it up into the jaw and into the ears, but it is kind of like a collar of reverberation. So not surprised to see this wolf guy here, who looks like he's covered in like beautiful light language. So you may be sensitive to sound at this time. You may have some scratchiness in the throat. You may be feeling like a little like fatigued. I am getting like a sense of just a slowness and almost like a squeezing in the throat. So you might be having a little bit of that sort of reaction at times, or feeling a bit hoarse. But now is the time for you to take a moment and really think about what it is that you want, because you can grab it if you want it. And now is the time with Leo season. So one, like, make a decision here. I feel like there's a lot of imbalance, kind of flip-floppy. Where are you flip-flopping? Where are you hot-colding? How can you kind of make a decision and stand in it? And it doesn't have to be a big one. It just needs to be something that's going to move forward, because the stagnancy is not something that's going to help here. It's actually going to draw on that tiredness that's happening, feeling a lot of drainage that's kind of just moving from the ears all the way down, for 1. Okay, so there you go. Moving on to 2. This is a 25, living light energy. See the beauty in life. Awesome. So I picked Shiva eye agates, which are the crystals that I chose, and they're all of the same kind of thing, because there's so much that's happening in the third eye, and intuition is really key. So seeing that here too with 25, which is a 7, lucky number 7, intuition's fantastic. What are we seeing? Lots of blue. So throat activation happening here too. Getting a real pressure here on the right side of the forehead. That's kind of moving up into the crown on the right side. So this would be a restructuring that's happening. Something that's changing in the way that you're perceiving yourself in your external self. And it has to do with how you're being perceived, whether you're passive or aggressive. There's kind of a flip-flop that's happening here, so similar to 1. But this is more based on attitude. This is more based on presentation. And you're allowed to blur the lines. There's something that seems like it needs to be defined. People are trying to put you in a box. It doesn't work. That's not what you want. Because you need to be able to see, and I'm getting boxes from this, which doesn't look like boxes probably to you, but it does to me. And the living tree of life, this beautiful white light, this amazing energy that you can tap into, is really what's opening for you with this third eye activation, with the sense of intuition. But now's the time to kind of lean on it. Don't speculate. Really feel into it. You have the ability to really discern for yourself, and to discern for yourself in a way that is in alignment with who you are. But it's more who you want to be. It's like there's goals that you want to achieve. There's something that's been kind of like niggling in the background that's just like hey, when are we going to work on this? Or wouldn't it be cool if we could do that? Whatever that is, if this is pinging for you, take a look into it. You don't need to be super like, I want to say balls to the wall. I don't know why that came out that way, but we're just going to go with it. If you are going to go balls to the wall and go crazy about everything and, make this your life's mission, that's not necessarily what needs to happen. It can be a gentle nudging towards some more information about something that's sparking you, that's giving you that want for more joy, more experience of beauty in your life. Okay. Still feeling the headache there. So if you guys are feeling that, you're probably really sensitive to the solar flare situation too. All right, look at this red card. Whoa. My phone's like, why? Okay, group 3. This is a 32. Shield your energy. Look beneath the surface. Frogs are so interesting. Immediately, this makes me think of like Kambo, which is frog medicine. I'm probably saying it wrong. But it's, for me, the purple is so huge. There's just this energy that's coming through that very Saint Germain, violet flame, purifying kind of vibes. So there's a sense of toxicity that's kind of coming in, that whether it's in a group of people that you've been around, or it's something that's kind of stuck to you. I see it kind of like as a debris that's kind of around like the back of the head on the left side. So it has to do with being able to receive and taking that information and really kind of implanting it. It's a projection that people are putting on you. People are saying stuff that it's not jiving with who you are. And you may be feeling a sense of confusion about what it is you're to do next. What you need to do is you really need to pay attention to self-care and ways in which you can kind of detoxify yourself and allow yourself to refill your cup. You don't have time anymore to jack around with stuff that isn't good for you. And this feels like substances in a way. And I feel like there's some people that, are looking to look for a sign or something that says that, okay, we're going to switch this up now because I finally got the message. That's just the push I'm getting, and I'm getting just like a lot of like itchy, tingly feelings. So that feels right to me. It's okay to put it down. You don't need it like you did. And that can be substance addiction of any kind, working too much, distracting yourself, finding ways to be out of the body. Those are all ways that you're unable to really tap into your energy because you're not really utilizing it. It's kind of putting it on the shelf. You can't really phone this stuff in, and you're really looking for a change, and you deserve that because you're starting to see your worth a bit more, and it's great, but it's something that needs to be a daily thing. So where can you give yourself like 5 minutes? It doesn't need to be more than that, really. It can be something done with intention, whether it's, making yourself a nice breakfast and actually sitting down and eating and, eating it in a quiet, really intentional way, nice and slow, or, maybe having a ritual before you go to sleep, writing in a journal, maybe literally reading 5 minutes of a book to get you into that nice chill space so you can start to separate, come back into the body, separate from the outside stuff. There's just like a lot of stress that's happening here, 3. Don't worry, it's gonna resolve. You could also do with some tourmaline or some shungite, a dark stone, if you're looking for something to kind of add. Even some shungite's also great for, especially if you're working with technology a lot. Can help deal with that like extra fried kind of vibe that happens from being around technology too much, because it is draining. And I do feel that that's kind of happening too. So this is just another way for you to think about how can you preserve the energy that you have. It will be coming more back online. But again, with all the energy that's happening this week, there's a lot of drain. Everyone's feeling kind of, ugh. So if you're feeling that and you want to take a nap, please take a nap and take one for me. Okay. So I hope that resonates with you. Would love to hear, love your feedback. So please let me know below or above, wherever it is that this is showing up for you. And if you're interested in working with me, please feel free to check my link. And I look forward to checking in with you soon. All right. Have a good one. Peace.